18 months, 18 lovely months. I don't know what tune I'm singing, but yeah, 18 months. So, welcome back to the channel, guys. Touching down from the sexy city that is Chiang Mai, Thailand, as always. February 2021 is 18 months, a year and a half in the land of smiles. It's gone so quick, really. It's gone so quick. Doesn't even feel like 6 months, really. Yeah, 18 bizarre months in Thailand. Bizarre or weird, whatever you call it. It's been a bit of a ride, really, with the COVID happening and everything. It's been a lot of surprises. It didn't plan out how I thought it would when I got in the plane back in August 2019. A lot of things went different for everyone, right? A lot of things happened in the world, and yeah, I came here August in 2019 from Heathrow Airport in London. I was back home, planning to come here for a long time. I'd been here 3 times before that. Yep, I was planning all through 2018 and 2019. The situation where my job ended back in the UK gave me the perfect chance to get on that plane. I had all my funds sorted, I had everything sorted. I'd been here before, like I said, so I knew where I was going and where I was staying. Chiang Mai had everything covered, no stone left unturned to come here this time. Yeah, it was always my plan to come back, and yeah, the original plan was just I had a 6-month multi-entry visa that I was planning to extend to 9 months. You can extend it to 9 months if you leave the country just before your visa runs out. You come back in and you get an extra 3 months like that, so you can work it so you get 9 months, and that was the plan. I had no other plans to stay longer than that, really. The plan was to do 9 months, go back home, go back to living back home, and come back again in the future. That's what I've always done in the past. I've always gone away for a bit, gone back home and started working again. Didn't turn out like that, right? Things didn't turn out like that. So just down near the park now. Gonna have a little walk through the park, I thought, for this 18-month vlog. I've just come out of a small little temple down there where I've parked Black Beauty today. Even towards the end of my 9 months here, I was debating whether to go for this Ed visa or not. At the time, I had to think about it. I don't know why, because I didn't really want to go back to England, so I don't know why I was thinking about it. I was just thinking about maybe I wanted to go somewhere else, Vietnam or Malaysia, because I've been to Vietnam before and I really liked it. I'd done my outing in Vietnam. Yeah, because when I got here there was no COVID and you have to leave every 3 months over the border and come back in. So I went to Da Nang on my first outing in. I thought I might as well go to Da Nang for a week or 2. So I got a flight to Da Nang, loved it, come back into Chiang Mai, had my lovely jubbly 3 extra months again. My friend told me about the Ed visa, and you know, you're a bit skeptical at first. You think, is it legit and everything? And just checking I got my mask to go in the park. Yeah, got the mask. Yeah, so because my friend had been on it for so many years, I really trusted it then, and trusted handing over the money, and yeah, it was the best thing I ever did. It's the best thing I ever did. As soon as I got that Ed visa, I've never wanted to leave since. The longer you stay here, I think the more you don't want to leave. You don't want to leave at all, man. The longer you're here. I mean, now 18 months in, I don't want to leave at all. I can't even imagine going back to the UK. Not a lot of people out. Yeah, it was the best thing I did. It's been a crazy 18 months, really. Ups and downs. Like it's all been happy here. It's just the COVID situation was, nobody really knew what was going to happen. When COVID first hit, I didn't know if I would have to leave and go back home, and people were trying to book flights and get back home when I didn't I wasn't thinking like that. I was thinking, I want to stay. I don't want to be going home, that's for sure. So yeah, that was a tricky time back in March 2020, when COVID was happening and things. Went through the first lockdown, which was a bit strange, and hearing about things back home as well, where it was getting worse back in England. Yep, I can honestly say getting the Ed visa was the best decision I ever made, without a doubt. Because yeah, going back to the UK at that time, and going back to the UK at any time, is never nice. Yeah, what happened in the coming months, I made the right choice, and Chiang Mai has just been a great place to be over this pandemic time, really. For us foreigners, for us Farangs, I know it's been tough for the Thais, it's been really tough, it's been tough for everyone, right? But I mean, to be a foreigner in a foreign country, Chiang Mai, Thailand, all over Thailand, you couldn't be in a better place, really. You couldn't choose a better place to be. Everybody just looks at you like you're one of them, really. You never feel out of place, even with the pandemic, walking around. Of course, people are on edge. Everyone's on edge, even us, even me on edge, you know. You never know. When you first hear of this pandemic, you think everybody's got it. You think everybody's got it, don't you? If someone sneezed or coughed on the bus or walking next to you, that's how it was at the beginning, right? For everyone, I think. Everyone's a little bit skeptical. It died down for a bit then in Chiang Mai. People got a bit more relaxed. Then we had that second wave that's just gone, really. Luckily, we haven't had any more cases at the minute. But yeah, that's the second wave, where lots of cases were found over Thailand and in Chiang Mai. People started to get on edge again, really, then, of course. But yeah, since then, touch wood, things have calmed down a bit again. So I left England in August 2019. I had a one-way ticket to Bangkok. I had my rucksack, I had everything I needed, and my plan was straight to Chiang Mai. So I had a connecting flight waiting. I don't like spending time in Bangkok, really. Nothing against it, but I'm a country boy from down in the southwest of England, and it's not for me. I've been to Bangkok before, and yeah, it's just not for me. Yeah, I knew the north of Thailand was for me. 18 months here it's just gone so quick. I mean, you know you're happy in the right place when 18 months just go that quick, really. Next month I'm gonna have to go on to another visa, and that will be, I'll be here for another year. Then I'm gonna get another year visa, because I've got no plans to move from here. No plans to move from here at the minute. Once you've been to Chiang Mai, you never want to leave. I was like that last time when I come here just for a few months. I never wanted to leave. I remember leaving on the plane, and the plane looking down on Chiang Mai. I wasn't very happy at all. I wasn't very happy. And I always remember on that plane, my thought was, I will be back. I will be back here. I was telling Chiang Mai out that window that I'll be back soon, don't you worry. And I think them first couple times I was here really helped me. I think you need a couple times here to really go home and go, right, you know everything you've got to do to come here long term. You know everything you've got to bring, everything, you know where to go and where you want to stay at that time, because you've been here before and you've had a look around. And yeah, I mean, this time I had everything sorted. There was nothing that I left unturned. Sitting in the park there on the Chiang Mai afternoon, 32 degrees today, nice and quiet. Pollution's not too bad today. It was pretty bad in the morning, but it's not as bad as it is some days, but the pollution is still quite bad. Yes, it's crazy when I think about it. I mean, I've been in Thailand all through this pandemic. When I left England, everything was rosy. Everything was rosy. And when I think about it, what has changed for us here? Really, not a lot in Chiang Mai compared to what a lot of you's gone through. For me, not a heck of a lot changed in Chiang Mai, really. Okay, some of the bars closed. We had a mini lockdown where you had to get takeaway food and things, but yeah, nothing. Life here not really changed much. Nothing really changed. Not like when you look at the UK and the US and things, and if you go out, people are getting fined and people are getting stopped on the streets. It's never been like that here. It's always, sometimes you have to think like, oh yeah, there's a pandemic going on in the world. Of course, every day you do know there is COVID, but because it's so relaxed here, some days you think when you go out, oh yeah, you know, oh yeah, there's COVID-19, innit? COVID-19. Yeah, I've never not been able to go anywhere. I've always been able to go in the mall, or there was that stage in the early days that the malls were closed, but yeah, that wasn't for too long. I can't even remember it. Can't even remember that far back. April, May last year. What's happening in the future? Will I do another 18 months here? Probably, maybe another 18 months here. But what I would like to do is go back to Vietnam or Malaysia as well, just for a bit. I mean, Chiang Mai is always going to be my base, but I would like just to go away for a month or two, maybe. Who knows what's going to happen in the world, right? I mean, when I come here, I got rid of a lot of stuff when I come here. So I used to have stuff right back from when I was a kid, and yeah, getting rid of all that made me happier. Just got rid of everything, just kept all the essentials that I needed, and I had stuff everywhere, just crap that you never use. I love minimal life. That's what I like now. All I need is my essentials to travel, my backpack, laptop, phone. I think minimal life is the way to go now. It's the way forward. It's the best way for me. Best to keep you happy, especially if you're a single guy like me. I think just get rid of everything and keep the things that are essential and what you need. Getting that one-way ticket, best decision I ever made. When I'm on that plane, it was like a big release. Like, I'm on the way. I mean, the plane could still crash, but yeah, and I'm not the greatest flyer either. I hate flying, especially long distance. I just want to get there straight away. The beautiful Chiang Mai. Got some people over there having a workout. Matey boy's doing some sit-ups lit with his jacket on. Got some oldish guys up there having a little walk around and a read. Got the guys out watering, keeping the park all tip top. Needs a lot of water, see? Anything here needs a lot of water to keep it like this, else it would all die in no time. 18 months, 18 lovely months. I don't know what tune I'm singing, but yeah, 18 months, 18 months, 18 months in Chiang Mai. It feels like home now. This just feels like home for me, even though it's not. It's never really going to be home, but it really does feel like home. And that's without me knowing much Thai either. I mean, to really be at home here, I think you need the language, but you can get away with it without it, especially in Chiang Mai. Yeah, I was telling my mum the other day, I can't even imagine being back in the UK now. This just feels like where I want to be and where I'll always be. Yeah, I will need to go back at some point. Will need to go back, and like I've said in a previous vlog before, I've got no worries about that, because I will just come again. I'll just come again. Can't keep me down. Can't keep me down. I will just come back again. And maybe that is the best solution to coming to Thailand. Just come in for a few months at a time, or come in for 6 months and then going back. I think with the visa situation in Thailand and how hard it is to stay here, well, it's not too hard. I mean, money talks. You can always find a way of staying here, but that's another subject altogether. The visas are hard, right? The visas are hassle, I should say. Maybe not hard, because there is always a way. The ideal way of coming here is probably to do that. Come here just for 6 months, then back in your own country for 6 months. That's what I've always done before, and that's what I was planning to do this time. But I think the more, after I got that 1 year ed visa, it starts to become like your home, and you don't really want to go back home then. Let's do another 18 months, right? Let's do another 18 months. Hopefully some of you guys will be here too. Get some of you boys back, you boys and girls, and we'll all go out and have a few beers, everything open. You can get bored here if you've got nothing to do. I mean, a lot of people, that gets to a lot of people. A lot of people can't handle it here long term. If they haven't got nothing to do, they go a bit crazy. So I think maybe that's why so many people do YouTube here or things like online, because it gives them something to do, and you need that anywhere, right? You go crazy else. Yeah, there's a few more people about now, so I better put the mask on a minute. Yeah, put the mask on. There's a few more runners out now. Let's get into the evening time where the runners will be here, and the keep fitters, guaranteed every night. This park will be really busy like that. Oh, got an ambulance. That's the sad side of Thailand. You always hear an ambulance going around the city. Someone's had an accident, no doubt. I always like the look of these little rooms here, right next to the park. There's the park, and they play games here at night, so it might be a bit noisy. Well, will be a bit noisy, but I always like these little rooms up here. Little balcony, can look out over the park at night. Nice quiet little road. Yeah, there's the moat there. There's the park. Just turn in here. Got these great little rooms. Yep, so I'm going to get back, and I will see you all in the next vlog, guys. So take it easy, man. Take it easy. Who's that sexy girl over there? There she is. Locked her up in the temple today. She's a fine looking animal.